You know, what if the scariest ghost story you ever heard wasn't told around a campfire, but actually just buzzed in your pocket? Today, we're going to tear down The Last Seen Online, a story that turns your smartphone into a direct line to, well, something else. We're going to see how it uses the very technology we rely on every single day to cook up a horror that feels way too close to home. Let's get into it.
Don't turn around. The story just hooks you immediately with this one simple, terrifying command. But the real horror isn't the message. Nope. It's who sent it. It's from Rohan, our main character Arav's best friend, the same friend who died 3 days ago. And right there, with that one impossible notification, our sense of reality just shatters.
And this is where the story is just so brilliant. It takes the most common, comforting thing in our lives, our phone, and it turns it into a weapon. All of a sudden, that little device you carry everywhere is a gateway to the supernatural. You see, the horror here doesn't kick off with a creaking door or a shadow in the corner. It starts with a simple, familiar buzz.
So how does Arav react? Well, pretty much how any of us would, with total disbelief. He's immediately trying to find a logical reason for this. It's gotta be a sick joke, right? A cruel prank? Maybe someone just got Rohan's old number. He is trying so hard to cram this impossible thing back into the neat little box of the real world.
But the reply? Oh, the reply is what sends a shiver down your spine. It's not an answer. It's not an explanation. It's a cold, simple fact. You know me. And with just those 3 words, all that logic he was clinging to, it's gone. This threat isn't random. It's personal. It's intimate. And it's not a conversation he can just block or walk away from. So now, the story really starts to get deep. Because let's be honest, the best ghost stories, they're not really about the ghosts. They're about us. They're about the things we carry around with us. Regret, sadness, and in this case, a whole lot of guilt.
And there it is. The whole thing pivots. This isn't just some vague, spooky text anymore. It's a direct accusation. This thing, whatever it is, it has a motive. It's not just haunting Arav for fun. It's here to force a reckoning. It's digging up a memory that Arav has been trying to bury for a long, long time. Okay, so this timeline is basically the backbone of the entire story. First, you have the dare. Arav backs out of going into this abandoned basement. Maybe it was self-preservation, maybe it was cowardice. Second, Rohan takes the dare and he's found dead the next day, a direct result. And third, 3 days later, the haunting begins. You can't deny the connection. It grounds all this supernatural horror in a very real, very human failure. This drops us right into the world of psychological horror. And what that really means is that the real monster isn't some creature climbing out of a grave. No, the true horror is what's already inside Arav's head. His guilt, his shame, the memory of that broken promise. The ghost is just holding up a mirror to his own inner torment.
So a creepy text message is one thing, but the terror doesn't stay on the screen. This is the part of the story where that wall between the digital world and Arav's physical reality just dissolves. The threat is about to crawl right out of his phone and into the room with him.
Wow, just feel the weight of that. You left me there. All the mystery is gone. This isn't some cryptic warning now. It's a direct, emotional gut punch. It's the voice of betrayal, making it crystal clear that Arav's choice, his inaction, is the one and only reason for all this torment. And this line, this perfectly captures what makes this so horrifying. Rohan isn't just a memory. He's a presence, stuck in the past, stuck in that basement. It suggests this is a continuous, never-ending suffering, and it implies that Arav is about to get a front-row seat.
And the terror just builds, step by chilling step. First, a basic rule of reality gets broken. A door he knows he locked is now wide open. Then, a happy memory is twisted into something awful with that altered photo. Next, his most basic sense of security, the lights, is taken away. And finally, the ultimate violation, a whisper, his name right in his ear. His safe space is gone.
Okay, we've arrived at the peak, the absolute summit of terror in this story. After all the psychological games and the creepy physical stuff, we're ready for a face-to-face. The horror is about to become very, very real. I mean, just try to wrap your head around this. A text is creepy enough, but a live video call from a dead guy's phone? The story just smashes through every boundary of what you think is possible. It throws Arav and us into this moment of pure, unfiltered dread. There's no way to explain this away.
So let's walk through what he sees. The screen flickers on, and yup, it's the basement, the scene of the tragedy. The camera is moving super slowly, like someone's walking, and the suspense is just unbearable. Then you see a figure in the corner. But the final reveal? That's the real twisted genius here. The face that turns to the camera isn't Rahan's, it's Arav's. It's his own face staring back at him. The ghost isn't just haunting him anymore, it's literally becoming him.
But hold on, because that video call isn't even the end. The story saves its most bone-chilling twist for the very last moment. And it doesn't just end the story, it completely reframes the whole thing, revealing what this entity really wanted all along.
And there it is, one sentence, and everything just clicks into place. This was never about revenge. It was never about justice. It was about escape. The thing that was trapped in that basement just needed someone to take its place. And Arav, drowning in all that guilt, was the perfect candidate.
And here's the final proof. The swap is complete. That first message, "Now you stay, I'll go," that's the entity's victory lap. The second message, sent from Arav's phone with his name on it, that's his first broadcast from his new prison. And that little eye emoji, it's just a perfect, modern, and deeply unsettling final touch.
See, Arav's punishment is so much worse than just dying. He's not just gone, he's been erased. His life has been stolen, and now he's trapped forever in the cold, dark silence where his guilt began. He is the new ghost in the machine.
And so, the story leaves us with this one final, nagging thought. In a world where our lives are saved in chat logs, photos, and status updates, our pasts are more permanent than ever. It really makes you wonder, in this world of digital ghosts, what promises, what regrets are going to follow you?